I was bootling around on Facebook this morning and I came across a live stream video by this bloke called Peter Walsh, and he's this Aussie guy living in LA or somewhere in America. Anyway, his whole around helping people declutter the random shit in their house, although maybe not random shit, but you know, that wholesale shit that sometimes you can accumulate. And so his business is around that, and I was a bit amused by that, as you can imagine, because there's this whole thing, isn't there, about getting rid of your shit, getting rid of all of that clutter and hanging on to something for an instant, and if it doesn't bring joy, well, I got to tell you, all of my random shit brings joy, because if it didn't, then it wouldn't be random shit. And I think there's probably more of us, maybe, random shit collectors, than there are of minimalists. Let's see. I'm pretty excited this afternoon because I've got Tina Gooch on the line, and she is in New Zealand. And I mean, when we say that you love France, you're a Francophile. Is that the way that you say that, Francophile, when you love everything to do with France? Well, I love everything to do with New Zealand. And there you are. You're living in that country that I love so much. Tina, how fabulous.
Yes, I know. I tell you what, I've got something for sale that you could be very, very well interested in.
Oh, what is it? Tell me.
It's a PM.
Oh, as in Prime Minister?
Prime Minister.
Oh, crikey.
She's good. Her name's Jacinda.
Yeah.
She's not cheap.
No.
But we could do a trans-Tasman deal.
Could you?
I'm sure we could do something.
Yeah. Well, we'd like that. I've got at least a handful of other people, mostly in my family, but my friends as well, who'd probably be happy to chip in.
Yeah. I'll create and give a little page for you guys to give to me.
Okay.
And maybe we can do a deal.
Okay. I'd love that.
Sound?
I think it sounds fabulous. And look, in the meantime, Tina, what's your first piece of random... Oh, what was that?
That was my answer your phone, Tina. My phone's telling me answer your phone, Tina.
Don't answer the phone, Tina. You're talking to me.
I'm not going to answer my phone, Tina.
And the viewer. So what you're going to do is share your first piece of random shit. What is it? I can't wait to see.
Right. My first piece of random shit is a Willy egg fryer. Can you see that? A Willy egg fryer.
I love it.
And I have to put my Martian glasses on for this.
Yeah.
It makes perfect for Willy and egg lovers. All right? That's
so
on the
funny.
back. Comes with instructions.
As you'd need them.
You know, and my nephew brought this back from Greece when he did his big OE.
Yes.
Now this looks a little dangerous.
It does. It's hard to. Yeah,
looks a little dangerous. Can you see?
We can fill in the gaps with our imagination, Tina.
Yes, you can. And it's got this bit in the middle here that you can go crunch like that.
That doesn't. I think that'd be painful.
So that's my first piece of random shit. Actually, I haven't cooked my eggs in this because it's a bit off-putting. They might choke me.
Yeah. Can I just throw a challenge to you, please?
Yes.
I think the viewer would love to see eggs cooked with that. Can you do that tomorrow morning for breakfast and share that with us?
I can.
That would be brilliant. I'd love to see that.
Yep, I can. We'll have to talk about how we do that afterwards, but I can make you eggs, Willy eggs. And do you know, ironically, my nephew's name is William, and we call him Willie. He brought this back for me, the gorgeous kid.
Isn't he a wonderful nephew?
He's lovely.
Oh, God, you've just got to love nephews. And I do. I have several, and I love them all very dearly.
Me too.
Now, my first piece of random shit is this, and I'm going to point it at that camera. Matt's going to quickly change. There it is. Now this is, and you're not going to be able to see it, so I'm going to have to read it to you. This is Cabramatta Infant School record from 1969. I was in first class, and it's my report card from 1969. I mean, that's pretty random. That's and a piece of shit. Attendance was very satisfactory, but I have to say that in grade 1. I hated it. I hated school. I hated my teacher. I'm sorry, Mrs. Israel, but I think it was mutual. I'm not sure. And one day I'm walking to school and I'm harumphing down the street, and we walked together as a little group of kids from the neighbourhood. Anyway, so I'm saying, I don't want to go to school. I hate school, blah, blah, blah. And my sister, who you know, Tina, she dared me to not go to school, and I must have been about 5 or 6 at the time, I guess. And she said, well, and I'm imagining that she had her hands on her hips, but, because that's what she would do. Well, just don't go to school is something along the lines of what she said. So I didn't. I turned around and I went back towards my home, and I stayed for the best part of the day in the vacant block next door to our house.
All by yourself?
All by myself. And then when I got hungry, then I went over to our neighbour's place, the Tonkis, whose daughter was at home with a broken leg. And so I knocked on the door and I said, hello, Mrs. Tonky. My mother said that I could come over and visit. I can't even remember her name now. Sue probably can. And so she took me in thinking that, my mother had sent me over to play with the girl with the broken leg. Anyway, lunchtime comes around and she sends me home because she didn't want to feed me. And I spent the rest of the day in the vacant block again until I thought it's surely enough time has passed, and I wandered home well before I should have been home from school, only to open the back door and find my mother having afternoon tea with some of the other ladies in the neighbourhood and saying, Robin, what are you doing home from school so early? So
wagging.
I did. I wagged. So grade 1, wagging school.
Wow.
There you go.
I tell you what, Robin, you would think we've choreographed this whole show, but we haven't.
Oh, good. What's your second piece?
Because I've got some random shit to share with you, I tell you. I tell you. Now, but I'm going to start from my very first beginnings with this piece of random shit here. Hang on, I'm going to sit back here.
Yeah.
Now this
giant
book
school scrapbook.
This book is a scrapbook.
Yep.
All right. That my mother made for. There was 4 of us, and my mother made each of us one from the time we were born, and right up through to the time we were about, I don't know, 9 or 10 or something. She put all sorts of stuff in here. I won't call it random shit because, mummy dearest, this book is not random shit. It is priceless, but there is some stuff in here that is very random shit. Okay, so I'll just hang on. I'm going to take out the random shit stuff. Because this is the stuff I'm going to allude on afterwards, and you can't see it. But in this book, there is Weet-Bix, old Weet-Bix, little cards that used to get out of those, and and so there's Christmas cards, bits that Mum cut out for Christmas cards, put in our books, and more Christmas card stuff in here that she cut out. Mum, you'd think Mum had too much time on her hands cutting all these little bits out. So
as if she would with 4 children. Now, she's watching, isn't she, Tina? Is your mum watching?
I'm certainly hope she's watching. I've certainly gone through this with her and my cousins and my sisters. I hope they're all watching it live. Yeah, so this random shit, so it goes through, but I'm not going to go through all of those little cards because there's too many, but if we go into the back here, right where Mum started, right in the back, which is where when I was born.
Oh, God, at the back.
You know, so there's 4 of those, but over the page here, it's getting a bit old, this book, there's even cards to show you how to fold your nappies. Oopsies, hang on.
Oh, it's like a mothercraft book.
Fold your nappies.
Oh, that's excellent.
So, yeah, that's pretty cute. And hang on. There's even my first haircut in here. Oh, hang on. This goes through. Hang on. Find my first. Oh, I've got my Plunkett book.
Yes.
In my Plunkett book. Hang on, I'm just going to find. Oh, here's my little pouch with my first haircut.
Oh, you had quite a bit of hair, Tina.
Yeah,
for goodness sakes. Did you come out?
Mine been cut for a wee while.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, you know, so and in there is my my first ever bank account from going to primary school, where I put in, you know, 1 cent or 10 cents a week or whatever, all that sort of stuff. But there is some really priceless stuff. Speaking about school.
Yes.
I've got some school reports myself.
Oh, good.
And, I'm not going to read out everything, and you won't be able to read this,
no.
But there's some really funny little comments, random shit comments here. From one teacher from my integrated studies class, says, Tina and I have had a number of differences of opinion this year. That's a bit random, don't you think? Now, this is in my Form 3P. Punters would have an interesting time predicting Tina's performances.
Did they take bets? I reckon there was some betting going on in the bloody staff room, Tina. How's that Tina going to turn out?
This one here says Tina is much too fond of the smart remark.
Oh, look, I think you must have been a bit of a rat bag.
Random shit.
Isn't that so funny?
It's funny, eh? It's too funny. I tell you what, I didn't read those reports until I was in my late 20s. And I'm thinking, oh, my God, I didn't know they wrote such lovely stuff about me.
Yeah. Hey,
this was clear. Oh, sorry.
No. I was going to say, did you ever forge your parents' signature on one of your reports?
No, because they got sent to JB Gooch. They got sent, posted. Couldn't do that. No, good God, no. I would have got my backside smacked.
Yeah.
In those days.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, I didn't forge, and neither did I wag, Robin.
Oh, Tina, you just didn't live, really. I mean, those teachers didn't know what ratbag kids were.
I would have liked to have Sue as my teacher. She would have understood me as a teenager.
All right, now I've got my second piece of random shit.
I haven't finished mine.
Oh, okay, all right. Yes, do, go on.
I haven't finished out of this random book.
Yes.
This is my favourite comic of all times. Can you see that? I'll read it.
Tina Spooky.
No.
Tina Spooks.
Tina's Groove.
Oh, groovy.
And it says, Tina speaks. There are people who you can take in normal doses, and there are people you can only take in small doses. Wouldn't life be easier if people came with prescription labels? Dosage. Once a daily on an empty stomach. The next one is skull and crossbones. And the next one is don't exceed 1 dose per week.
That's so
And
funny.
the next one is keep away from children. And the next one may cause drowsiness. The next one is do not operate heavy machinery. And the next one, I don't know. But I've had that for years. Isn't that classic?
That's gorgeous. I love it. How are you ever going to get rid of something like that?
Oh, I can't, because it's me to a T.
That's right.
Thanks, my heart.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. All right, so we ready for my next piece?
Yes, we are now.
Excellent. Well, I've got a jar full of milk bottle tops.
Oh, great.
I know. It's completely random and it's total shit. But I love them, and I've got no idea how I came in possession of them, but I'm pretty sure they came from our place. And so, of course, the gold tops were, what sort of milk would you expect to get in a gold top? Tina?
Full cream.
Oh, yes, full cream is that. So we've got, and this is Paul's. It was pasteurised, but it was not homogenised.
Right.
And so these ones were pasteurised and homogenised, so the red ones, like that. And I've got like a full week. This one here is a Wednesday. That's a Wednesday milk. So there you go. Again, no idea what I'm going to do with them, but they're just...
I've got a suggestion.
Oh, good, yes?
Yes, make them into earrings.
Well, I like to do mobiles, so I have often thought about doing a mobile. I like mobiles.
Right.
Right. When I retire, these things are for when I retire. Well, I don't know whether that'll ever happen. Actually, I might just keep going and then drop dead, like my dad did.
Yeah.
I think that works.
Well, no, not too soon, because I like your show.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I like your show.
We'll just keep going.
I get a laugh out of it every day.
Oh, I'm so pleased that you do, Tina. I'm thrilled that you're the viewer. There's probably several other viewers, I hope. No, there are. I know that. All right. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for being on the other end of the phone, and congratulations on being born in quite possibly the best country in the world.
Oh, it was easy. I chose it. Hey, can I just say a quick thing? Can I just be a real lush and go, hi, Sue and Dave, love you, miss you, and hi, Mummy, and all my sisters.
Of course you can.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Tina.
Okay, eggs for breakfast.
Eggs for breakfast. Yeah, I want that photo.
Yeah, done.
Fabulous. Thank you for staying. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing and commenting and all of that kind of random shit. I'll be back tomorrow. Alrighty, well, I'll let you get to your curry and I'll
I've got to turn all the lights on now.
Yeah.
So much privacy here. Tell you to you.
I love it. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right.
Bye.
Okay.